Hello everybody and welcome back to the classroom. I'm your professor and today I'm bringing you a special lesson. We are going to be working a bit in the animator. Now, I didn't cover this too much in the first video as it's not really something you need to look at right away, but today we're going to be doing a bit more, showing you how to have multiple animations on the same actual character. And the way we're going to be handling this is it's just going to be controlled by our health. You can do it in any other way. So let's just get started then. So if we go into our animation window, which if you aren't able to get there, you click Window, then go down to Animation, then Animation, or you can enter in Control 6. And once we're here, we are going to select our player. If you followed along with my lessons, we've already had one made for our idle. We're gonna just click here and then click create new clip. Your file folder will come up and you're just gonna go to wherever you have your animations. And just to keep naming conventions, I know I didn't do it for the idle, but usually you do whatever it is for. So this is for the player, underslash. Since we're doing with the health, the idle is gonna be our first health, like our max health. So let's just do we'll have 2 or 3, so let's just say lives. Yeah, we'll do, this is our second life, but you can change it however you want. So if we save that, click add property, sprite renderer, go down to our sprites, and then click our record button. All we'd have to do, well, first let's just move this closer, because there's only 2 pictures for our little sprites. Go on the first one and we're just going to pick another character. This, like, how I'm thinking of this is whenever you take damage, you kind of change how your character looks, but you can kind of just do it any other way. But this is going to be the simplest way without having to get a whole new sprite sheet. Then we go to this one, and there we go. So if I go, so see if I click off, this just goes back to normal. Actually, it should be fine, but I don't know how that new animation is going to look. But oh well, it's fine. So all you have to do when you are in your animator, to get there, you can either go onto your player and double click on the animator and it'll bring up here, or you can go down to animation, click animator, and it'll bring up this window. And you'll see here is our idle. So this is our basically our first live. We're gonna click here, click make transition, then click our player lives 2. And now we're going to need to add some parameters specifically to track how much our health is. So there's a bunch of different options. You can do float, int, bool, or trigger. Bools are good for, like, say you're doing like an attack and it's just you flip it onto true, they do the attack, and you flip it to false. And yeah, so today we're gonna be using int, and we're just gonna call this underslash health. And we'll set it to, well, it'll be changed in runtime, so we don't need to worry about that. And then on the condition, we're going to click has exit time, or we're going to uncheck that. Then on our conditions, we're going to go health equals, and let's say the idle starts at 3. This is going to be when it equals 2. You can also do greater than, less than, or not equal to do whatever you want. And if we go back into here, click on our player again, and add a new, actually let's go back to the clip real quick and fix it, just because at 10 seconds we're supposed to have it go back to this. I don't know if it'll actually do anything, but it's safe of mind. Alright, so let's just create a new clip, player underslash lives. We'll put it to 1. we're doing the same thing, add the sprite renderer, and clicking record, and just switching it to another character. So we're just gonna have on this one. And let's just put to 5, that, and move this down. Then at 10, we'll change it to that. And if we go back into our animator, you'll see it right there. We're gonna put it right here, make a transition, and have the condition equals 1. So this is when we're gonna have 1 health left. And usually after this, you'd put like some sort of death animation. We don't have that. But if you did, and you're using the same kind of system we're using here, you just kind of make a transition to another animator and just put equals to 0 on this. All right, now to actually get this to work, let's go into our player controller. All right, now that we are in our player controller, what we're gonna have to do is get a reference to our player's animation, or player's animator. And we do the exact same way as we do our rigid body. So I'm just gonna put it with our stats because, you know, we have all the health stuff there. So we're gonna do animator, and we're just gonna call it anim. Save that, just in case if we run into any funky crashes. Wow. So once we're in our script, after that crash, we just, you know, how we added the anim. I wonder if, okay, yeah, it still works. I was just checking to see if our autocorrect still works. Next, in our start, right under the rigid body, we're gonna do anim equals get component animator, and we got reference to our animator which is within our player. Next, we are just gonna go down to take damage, and all we gotta do is, where's the best place to put it? I guess just, actually, we should probably have this put in our update, so it updates it every time. So we go anim dot set one of these, set integer. Then within it, we're gonna put a string like this, and we're gonna, I believe it was /health. And just within the value, we're gonna put health. Now you see it comes up because this is a float. All we have to do is just cast it as an int. And there you go, it works. And it should actually just be done like that. If we go in, make sure your health is set to 3 or else it'll not work. And let's just, you know, hop right off. And as you see, we're now this little hyper boy or girl. We don't judge. And say, oh no, we got hit by an enemy. It changes again. And there you have it. That's exactly how you have to make multiple animations on a single character. You can just change it however you want. You can also make things go back as well. So say we gain a life, we'd go back, turn off exit time, and put health equals to 3. And same with here. If we have this is only if we have something that we can gain life back, just so, you know, it doesn't keep going down. And there you go. Oh, it'd be 2. But yeah, this is pretty much how you do animation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please come again.